Hey, that was fast. Went live quick. I barely got to sit down. Welcome in. Welcome in. We'll see you in a minute. Hello. Hello. And welcome to the channel if you find the channel. I do have my little favorite subscribers only mode on. I got it to work with this software. So I like that. It keeps the trolls, the negative people out. You know, the people that just want to show up just to, just to have, a little bit of attention. So those people like that, I hate to say it, but they've got to learn how to build towards happiness. That's what they got to learn. Here we go. This is going to be the energy around you. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. Get out of the view of the background as much as I can. Welcome in. I'll move this. You might not see the full microphone, but I feel like I'm screaming at you guys. I don't want you to feel like I'm screaming at you. Should just turn it down. That's what I think I'm going to do. Turn it down a little bit. Here we go. I think about 69, 70 is good. We'll leave it at 70. That might help. Maybe that's what makes it so I'm not so loud up in your ear space. Let's say hello to some people first. Welcome in, Lindy. Welcome in. Hello, Jamie. Hello, KC. Moon Goddess, hi. Hello, Sandy Rose. Jamie Leanne, hello. I think I got a comment it showed up in my notifications. I think you left a comment somewhere before the live. How you doing, Rhonda? Good to see you. Hello. Hello, my Grammys. Hello, Karen Martin. Welcome in, Natasha. Welcome in, ladies. Here we go. All right, let's go back to this. And let's see. We're not going in order today. We're going to start with Capricorn. I never start with Capricorn, so we're going to start with them. See what the energy is around you. See if I can get it. Let's find out. Here we go. Capricorn. What's the energy around the zodiac sign of Capricorn? Capricorn. Yeah. What do we have for them? Some of you just know, like, if you go towards love, you don't want to be duped in a love situation. Either you've moved on from situations in love, or that's something you've been working on. I feel like the answer is several months. Some of you, that's love, like a love relationship. Others of you, that could be somebody you miss that's no longer with you. Something like that. Somebody you miss, you could have been around family, split the deck in half if they've passed on, or a close friend or relationship. Yeah. Here we go. Capricorn. I feel like you've been putting in a lot of work with not letting it bother you, like getting stronger in your emotions. I'm going to say getting stronger in your emotions to start with Capricorn. Here we go. Some of you know that was the road you needed to go towards. Like there was no other option, that you just had to face that. Keep going. What do we got? Zodiac sign of Capricorn. Yeah, I feel like you've seen what needed to be done. And I feel like I don't usually typically produce this card as working on it, but I feel like not only are you working on it, you're heading in that direction, or you know that was the best for you. And it's almost like some of you knew it was going to be hard. I just feel the energy to say some of you knew it was going to be hard. It wasn't like just your imagination or believing something had to be released in past situations, whether it was a love relationship or something that you couldn't get out of your head about. It might have made you feel emotionally aloof at times, or drained. It might have messed with your patience. There's the lovers. But I feel like what you had to do is realize that life occurrences happen, and they may make us feel like this, but sometimes when that happens, it's best to recognize, to put it down, not to let it hold the wrong judgment to what we feel or what we have to deal with. Keep going, Capricorn. What do we got? And I think that was the right road for you. I feel like you know that internally, or you just recognize it for what it is. I don't think you were hiding it. You just showed up. I feel like you. This is to me a message. Give me something else. Show me something else for Capricorn. You knew this message. You were aware of this message. Others of you, it could have feeling. Some of you, if it was a relationship, I feel like you could have been a mom who had to emotionally not be bothered by the man who's not putting in the effort or the help, potentially with the children. If it's not the children, it was the communication, or I get like this person would pretend, like you might have dealt with somebody that was a pretender when it came to being open with communication. Yeah. Somebody that would tell you, yeah, we'll do this or we'll do that, or I'll do this, and they never got to it. And it does feel like that's more around you. Okay, let's keep going. So it might have made you recognize what decisions you have to make or what decisions you won't accept. It's made you think a lot. I can tell you, it's definitely given you, clarify the 4. It's made you think about what passionately you want to come towards you, what's worth working towards, what's worth allowing to let it come towards me, and what do I have to move away from or not really pay attention to. Go to the bottom. Because whatever you were paying attention to, it might have taken a while to recognize, something, it wasn't for me, or it wasn't being honest. Clarify the strength in reverse. Some of you, it could have been an air or fire sign. Air, fire, or earth. There's a lot of air, fire, and earth in this reading. As far as emotional contentment, I feel like I'm getting both ends of the stick here, where I'm getting your energy, but also their energy, the way they treated a situation, but your energy with how you faced a situation, whatever that's about. I've got the world reversed with the strength reversed. 2 jumped out. I feel like this is going to tell me something. When it came to trying to strengthen the foundation or get balance, it just wasn't showing up. It definitely wasn't showing up. Why would I tell you when it came to getting the balance or showing up, it wasn't showing up? Because over here next to the reconciliation energy or staying committed, working together, it wasn't happening. Something wasn't happening. Maybe it was unable to happen. Maybe there was an unexpected outcome. Sometimes that can happen in life, but for you to have that 10 and then this other 10, it tells me it's just like you had to do something on your own or focus on what's good for you or those around you. Kind of be your own support. Could have been around home. Definitely could have been around children. Home stability or building towards it. Some of you it was home, children, whether it was children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, whatever it could be. It doesn't just look like that. To me, it looks like you had to recognize if there was something you had to leave behind, you had to start to surface on building towards something that was truly only yours. So if you did something in a business with somebody that you were emotionally attached to, you recognize I got emotionally attached to things that are going to work out for me. Those are the money motives. Those are the motives I need to make or that are best for me or for all. If there's people around you that makes sense towards. Hold on a second. Some of you, it was a third party. Why is that reversed? Show me why that's reversed. This is weird. What it's telling me is some of you, okay, so it was either another man, you were in a relationship and another man got in the way of your relationship. That's weird. So maybe they weren't telling you what they like. Maybe they like both genders, women and male. What? Others of you, it could have been another woman. Whatever it was it was like, it seems like they weren't fighting for your attention. Somebody knows this too. They weren't fighting for what? The celebration. It wasn't happening. Kind of making you wonder, what the hell is going on? What are they doing with their magic stick kind of energy? I just get this weird ignore me feeling, like they ignored the hell out of you and you got tired of it. I feel like you got tired of it and emotionally have accepted it and you're moving on. Look at, you've said, I'm putting it, this is done. I've learned my lessons and I'm good and I'm seeking one thing that I value, change. I can't go in a direction where things don't change or blossom because if it tastes like shit, it is shit. The communication was got stunted. It definitely got stunted. Let's get to that. So I have the Chariot and the Emperor. I go from the Chariot to the Emperor to the Page of Wands reversed. Whatever that situation is, definitely could have been water, fire, earth sign. Whatever that energy is, I just feel like you discovered, why am I fighting for this if it's not fighting for me? I've got the Two of Wands, the Three of Swords reversed, the Seven of Wands upright, and the Magician. Give me something else, Capricorn. It wanted to come out. I'm going to give it to you. I feel like you took risks and recognized what's going to work for me. You have like a high value reading. Like you really started to high value yourself, and you're knocking anything off that kind of throws you off, and that's the pursuit of action you're taking. But I do feel like you're getting ready to open up to new love, or new love could be coming towards you. If you're ready for it, new love could be the next great fun thing to play with. Something like that for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. You have like you have a high endurance for whatever happened, kind of in your reading. Like your endurance, it just made you more. I want to say aware, but I feel like it wasn't just aware. I get this weird thing around that reading where it's like somehow, if you did feel like you stuck or building emotionally, you decided, I'm not going to allow that, to say no and stick up for yourself. Sometimes the easiest way to find your happiness is to release the past. Look at this, the last two cards, cut it out. Before that, no is an answer, or no communication is an answer, even if it means you got to move on to your happiness. And I feel like Capricorn recognized that. That's what I got for Capricorn. Here we go. We're going to keep going. All right. Virgo will be next. Virgo will be next. Virgo, the energy around you. Let's see what we get for you. Let's see what we get for you in a second. Virgo. What do we have for my Virgos? Here we go. Virgo. What's the energy around Virgo? Some of you Virgos are trying to be very disciplined with your money, or being seen as an authority figure, whatever that's about. Or I don't want to say like, I feel like it's like you don't want to be overlooked in career or work matters, whoever that's for. I feel like that's important right now for Virgo. It's weird because after I said that, this dumped out, and it could feel like it's been a fighting battle just for the happiness to show up. Almost like you're over here, and then it's like you've been fighting for it to get to the celebration. That almost like you know you're deserving of a position, a career, and you just get this. I get this like I feel overlooked, or why don't they look my way? Or why do they hire from outside versus inside when it's right in front of them? I don't know. Whatever that's about. Let's keep going. Here we go. Here we go. Virgo. Virgo. There you are. You're looking pretty shit. You're probably sick of the patience with the situation too. Or some of you could be trying to discover if it's the right fit for you. Or I get like this, should I move on energy? Should I move on? Here we go. Virgo, what's the energy around you? Some of you guys might have had some things that put you emotionally or mentally in a slump too, whatever that's about, Virgo. And what I'm getting off of that is it's like you're trying to pick up the wheels, pick up the pace, not wanting to lounge around as much and do more. Let's go. What's here for Virgo? Let's go, Virgo. Some of you guys could also be focusing on the investments yet to come in love, or wanting to see them show up. I feel like you're focusing on it and you're excited, or I get this. I can't wait for the changes. I can't wait for the changes to show up. Something about the Two of Cups upright, and then I have the Eight of Wands. You kind of knowing that, like, kind of having a little bit of excitement, but more of a waiting situation, knowing maybe I need to wait right now. Let's go to the bottom two. You also may have so many things you're focused on that that's why you feel like you have to wait. So the energy around you, I feel like there's a lot of the decisions you have to make right now. And right now, some of you are getting over the situations or the I'm gonna say it, the things that just made you unhappy or felt like they weren't providing you enough. I feel like you've gotten past that and now you're working on where you want to see yourself be. Keep doing that. That to me, the Ace of Swords and the Star card, that's like getting two aces. To me, that's like having really good luck. If you've been really working your imagination or trying to envision seeing yourself somewhere else, do that. That's very healthy. As long as you're not doing that in a manner to overpower anything or overpower a situation that isn't. Only try to do that. The way I view that is don't worry about the chaos around you, the nonsense. Something like don't worry about that as much as what you want. I feel like if you're doing that, it's the way to go. Here we go. Give me something else. One more on the bottom. You have moved on energy. Whatever this is, I feel like there was something emotionally attached to you that wasn't bringing in balance or was untrustworthy. I'm going to tell you, it was untrustworthy. Some of you, I get relationships and career. I'm going to straight up tell you, I feel like you're aware that it was both and that you want nothing but balance. Doom, I'm done. You want nothing but balance. And while you want balance, you've been thinking about love or walking maybe into a new direction or communicating with new people. Something about communicating with new people, letting the old celebrations be what they are, and emotionally going towards the new judgments and finding the new way to balance them or having the new fun and excitement. I don't feel like you want to be stuck in the past. I really feel like you've made the decision to put that to an ending, and I feel like you can trust it, Virgo. I feel like you can trust this. I think you recognized, and here you are. I feel like you recognized no. Like the Emperor in reverse is you not really wanting to phase another situation or deal with another situation. You're aware of that because you're just like, no, I'm gonna be stronger and I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna focus on anything that feels unhealthy or that, doesn't want to. I just get like I'm not gonna let anything victimize me type of mentality on you. I won't let it move towards me. I'm not gonna let it rent any space in my head. I will throw that in the trash type energy. And I feel like you're doing it with the right emotions, to be honest. The Hierophant to the Death card to the Nine of Wands reversed to the Knight of Swords. I feel like you're pursuing the actions of moving away from energy that made you feel stuck or that just weren't worth your time. Something about it wasn't worth my time or dealing with it or being upset with it. This to me is powerful. Like I need to move on. I need to work on things that are going to make me happy energy. I feel like you know that. Here we go. Anything else for Virgo? What do you got? So I don't feel like love has been the problem. Maybe people around you in the love vicinity, the love department. This could be more of a home connection thing. I get love and career on your reading. Look at this. Emotionally, maybe not emotionally fulfilled with a career, but also it could be this, because this came up before. This is what I was looking at before. I said emotional career issues or just feeling. I just get this overwhelming. I'm always overlooked energy on a situation, whether it's career. What is going on with love? It's career and love because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you, it's career, it's love, and you had a health thing you had to focus on. You had to make sure you had the best health for those around you or for yourself so you could do what you have to do. Hold on. Show me anything else for Virgo. Career doesn't excite me. Some of you are sick of the career. I feel like you're tired of the fight for the career situations. Others of you, I'm going to say what I'm feeling. You could be nervous about endings, starting over, building yourself back up in a new direction with career. I feel like you're imagining, is it the right risk? And you're trying not to get too. It's almost like you want to be cautious, but you want to make the right decision kind of energy. And maybe a little bit of anxiety with it. I'm going to say it. The victor would. You could be like, do I stick with? It's like, do I stick here or do I try something else? And I do get like it kind of. It does. So there may be something you're more motivated to working towards now that you've put a lot of thought and effort in. And some of you, it's knowing what you've dealt with. What? and knowing not to be stuck with it or let it rent any space in your mind or imagination. Could have definitely been a family member. I feel like it's a family member that you're just not working with. The Lover's reversed, the 10 of Wands reversed. This could be a sister, brother, mother, father. It doesn't, maybe a child. It could be a child. Could be a child that didn't have the patience to listen to a mom, whatever that is. It looks like a younger man wasn't listening to a mom. Maybe a younger male wasn't listening to a mother that they were dealing with. Maybe they didn't have as many kids. Maybe they had younger kids. Maybe they were younger than you. Whatever that's about. Something like that. My message to you is pay no mind. Focus on that Ace of Swords energy. And what was it? The Ace of Swords and I think the Magician. I had the Ace of Swords and the Magician for you. No, the Star. I had the Ace of Swords and the Star. Focus on that energy. I feel like that's what you've been trying to manifest or create. And I think this just brings out that you have been like very aware of this. This could, I don't know why I get the number 7. This could have been 7, several, could have went on for several months. Maybe some of you said 7 months. I hope several wasn't trying to tell me several years. Whatever that's about. But it's like somebody could be waiting on a decision. That's okay. That's what I got for Virgo. Let's keep going. All right. Let's go to Taurus. Welcome in, everybody. Taurus. Here we go. Taurus. Somebody could be having a hard time leaving somebody behind or something behind, or I get this worried energy on Taurus with those 2 cards. Worried. Could be thinking, am I making the right choice? I get this weird, like, somebody's like sacrifice, whatever. I don't know yet. Hold on. I'm going to show you what I saw, though, because it ended up on the bottom after I split it. Something about sacrifices or endings, things of the past, trying to watch the energy around you is trying to let that fall off. Here we go. Show me something for Taurus, the energy around them. I'm telling you, somebody wants to watch the wheel turn and see anything that's unhealthy fall off. They're all about releasing the past, or I don't want to say necessarily dealing with it. Hold on. Let's see for Taurus. Some of you could be dealing with it, letting it go and knowing that's the best motive right now, or that could be being at a distance. Something about I need it to be at a distance, or it needs to be at a distance, or it needs to find its. Okay, let's keep going. Here we go. Taurus, what's the energy around you? Show me something. Show me something about that. The Star card. I want more. You start with the Star and the Empress. I feel like you're going to be very goal oriented. Those are the actions. Those are the ways you move right now. I feel like those are what you're going towards, working out or balancing out, working on type energy for Taurus. Let's keep going. Just wanted to come out. I don't know what it is. I think you've learned that sometimes the best way to move forward is to pursue the actions that work and let the rest kind of go. Clarify this though. I'm going to shuffle too. I want to know what that's all about. I'm going to give you 4 shuffles. 2 keys, 4 shuffles for some reason. Here we go. Clarify the Hierophant in reverse. What's going on? One more. Let's see. Whoa. I'm going to give them. I'll put these all together. Your cards are dancing. Dancing on my table. Here we go. Let's see what you get. I'm kind of curious about what this is because these did not want to sit in that shuffle. Some of you may have had to answer a call. What? Some of you might have had somebody. I feel like you're either going to get renewed options in love, or somebody may have answered a call or a message. Whether you did or whether you went towards somebody or somebody went towards you, it looks like they try to come towards you. Ace of Cups, the higher what? The World reversed. There was an X. That the World reversed is the sign is the card number 10. X. An X reached out. That's what that's telling me. Or if it hasn't happened, they may try to do so. Balance. Somebody's thinking about you. Somebody's got it. Somebody's clicking their heels together like Dorothy, even if it's a dude dressed in high heels. and click away, Batman. Somebody's wanting the victory. That's what it's telling me. Somebody's got you on the mind. Here we go. There's a lover that is thinking about you. Batman, what do you want? Justice. That's what it tells me. I feel like it's a guy. I feel like it's a male, maybe another woman. It started with 2 women. There's 2 men at the bottom. You could be the same sex energy woman, and a woman's clicking her heels, trying to come back towards you. Or a man could be trying to move his ass in your direction. I think you may know this, or you will. That's the yes, I will, or yes, I do know it card. It's I wonder if that happens. Uh-oh. Somebody may get rejected. That's what that tells me. So, and it does look like you rejected. Emotionally, I think you've already given it the level of understanding if it's worth fighting for. This doesn't tell me you fight for it. This tells me you're like, no. I want a new wombat stick. Give me the new wombat. I'm taking the risks. I'm going to the new love offers. Or you're working on your you're working on yourself, working on the things in career, the lifestyle you want. This is what that tells me. I just felt like lifestyle energy all over her. You're working on your lifestyle, the energy you want to see around you, but you're also, I feel like you're pre-manifesting. You know the word pre-game? Like in your mind, you're pre-manifesting that new swing better kind of energy. Whether you recognize it now or you do this in silence in your head. Whoever that's for. Here we go. Because you want to see this. Somebody wants, I'm done. Somebody, if it hasn't happened, it may start happening with your mind. You may start communicating that in your head, or you may hear of somebody that I feel like you've already dealt with. Somebody that it's already been like the scales couldn't balance out. And I do feel like that's why I'm going to say it. If this makes sense to you, you guys aren't far off in age. I'm going to say within like 10 to 12 years. You're not all, if you're over 12 years, I don't know. This still may hit some of the reading for you, but this Knight of Wands makes me feel like you're moving on, and you're not worried about it. Being very I get self-supportive energy on you with that Queen. Oh my God, I went to the other side of that Queen and double Queen energy. You're being very self-supportive of yourself, the direction you want to see fit, the road ahead. Not only with your lifestyle or the practicality, but emotionally receptive to yourself. I like that. You got 3 queens. I'm afraid to pull another card. 3, that never happens. Have you watched my channel? You never get 3 queens. Oh my God. So not only are you being very etiquette or very intelligent, emotionally probably been very supportive, or going to continue to work on being, I feel like you are leveling up in a way that I'm surprised, because it looks like it's towards so much energy. You're just done. You're moving towards the things that are going to produce the happiness that also bring in money. If somebody comes in with communication, there's the 4th queen. I can't believe this. You've got all 4 queens. You turn down the communication. You have all the queens on the table, and you cut the dude out. You slice him out like bread, or like the sex game that it was. You leave that in the cold, or it's not going to throw you off from where you're heading. This is the reading I have for you. If they tried to make you think about it, I think you said, no, I think not. I am not doing this. We're not doing the child's game. I don't have the strength I'm not going to invest my time in it because I want to go towards new things. I feel like you're all about new things, and it would just keep you feeling in a I don't want to say fragile, but a state of stuckness. I'm done. Bound to shit. But look, stability is important. When it comes to a man trying to reach out, you're like, nah, man, I'm good. I've done that. I've done this situation. Could be another female. I almost feel like somebody's trying to rattle your cage just to see if they can get back in. This could be a future message for some of you if it hasn't shown up yet. That you don't trust it. There's something you don't trust about it, or you're focused too much on the changes with happiness right now, and you've looked at the past. I feel like you've looked at the past, and somebody got responsible. So somebody's being more responsible in more areas, and it does feel like the person I'm reading. So if you're the Taurus, whether you're a woman or man, it feels like you might have gotten your responsibilities more in check than the other person. I want you to think about the relationship if it makes sense. And then I want, if you do get that connection and you talk to them, think of what they've gotten done and what you've been getting done. And you'll have your answer. That's what I've got for Taurus. I liked your reading. Your reading is like a kick-ass cool reading. I didn't even have to give you guys all the cards. You got so many messages with like not all the tarot. And I was like, I'm not going to keep going. I'm not going to keep going. I just feel like you're more drawn into the acceptance of new love right now. Maybe some of you had to get away from a water sign as well. It could have been a fire sign. I'm not going to keep going. I'm done with that. I'm good. I just feel like it definitely could have been a water sign where the outcome is dead and over. We're good. No more burdens kind of energy. Here we go. We're going to go on to who should we do next? Who should we do next? We've already done Earth. Who should we do next? First sign I see is fire. I was going to wait to do fire, but we're going to do fire. And we're going to start with Sagittarius. We're going to go backwards. I think for the first two signs, we'll go backwards. The last two signs, we'll go forward. Maybe. I haven't fully adjusted I really just kind of let that fall out of my mouth, so we'll see. Let's go to Sagittarius. Here we go. Sagittarius. What's the message for Sagittarius? What's the energy around that? What's the energy around Sagittarius? Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? I'm curious what you're going to get. I don't know why I'm going to tell you, but I did see her in reverse. Some of you need to look out the window a little bit more towards those celebrations that can come in, or start marching in that direction. I do feel that around you. I get weird stories on those two cards. Some of you, it's time to march in the directions of new celebrations, get out, do more. Others of you, there may have been something you moved towards. This could have been an investment that you thought was going to make you really like it, and I feel like it didn't. I feel like it was career. That might have been career related. Some of you might have had something that you were emotionally drawn towards, or you wanted to work towards, and you thought it was going to be like the ticket. And it's like, it might make you feel like, what's going on? Is it working? Is it not working? I get this with what's going on in around your energy. Is it's making you go back and forth with, do I tackle it, or do I work towards this, or do I not do anything? That feels past tense, by the way. That doesn't feel current. Show me something else for Sagittarius. Some of you guys could either be listening to an instructor or becoming like a teacher or trying to facilitate that type of career job. I don't know. I don't see any of that in the cards. I'm really rolling off my feelings for you. I just get leadership off those three cards and working in that direction. Keep going. Maybe wanting to become a leader. There you are. I feel like you know that you have the skill set. You're aware that there's something you could be doing that you're not, kind of energy, whatever that's about for Sagittarius. Some of you are trying to find it. I'm done. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. You're trying to find it. You're trying to find what's either a niche or what's going to work or what can I do. Show me. Yeah. If that's been the theme for you lately, where it's like you're looking to broaden your strengths, whether it's career or with doing stuff more on the emotional front of life, I feel like it's something you've been working towards, or if you're unaware that you've been working towards it, it's like you are working towards it. That star card tells me 3 in the star in the Hermit. You're working on it, and it may be so hidden from you now, but it won't be. It's almost like it once it's there, and you can't miss it. So, and that role's different for everybody. Hold on. It could be an outcome with family. I feel like hold on. Clarify anything else. Show me something else for them. Start with those. Some of you, it's moving on from a relationship. If you're moving on from a relationship, the relationship you might have moved on from, the energy I'm seeing is air sign, fire sign, water sign. I just get like you're moving on. You're accepting the changes or the outcomes. You're also starting to. Some of you have been cherishing the things you have, or trying to focus on that. Some of you had to let go of a love situation. Definitely could have been a water, fire, air sign, maybe earth sign for whatever you had to let go of. Maybe a Leo, maybe a Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It was the right move. I'm going to tell you it was the right move. Or it might have been the harder thing to do. That I feel like it was like hard to get around. That Judgment in the Tower reversed. I feel like it was hard to accept that judgment or the outcome of it. It might have. This is back and forth, like you being aware of a situation, but also knowing not to be stuck emotionally towards it, or lying to yourself that it wasn't coming in the way you wanted to. So somebody had to identify that what they wanted wasn't showing up. And I'm going to tell you, you had to move on, or discover that it was best to move on and not so much worry about this. Maybe a Libra at that. I feel like this took a great amount of patience and belief. I feel like patience and belief all over that. You definitely have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It was probably one of those signs that you had to get in front of the situation or see it for what it is. What else is here? Some of you decided, you know what, I'm just going to focus on some of you moved. I'm not even going to tell you. Some of you might have just had to move away. Some of the ladies might have moved out, or a male moved away, something like that at a distance. Might have started investing in career. Career may have made the balance not to focus on the love pain. I'm done. Something about look what came out after I said that. I feel like you're going after balance with career more than that, focusing on the pain of love, because the King of Pentacles, this was on the other side of the five of I can't think of the name of the card. The 5 of coins. On the other side of that and the 3. It was like, I feel like the direction you were trying to move towards is what came out, and I said it before it came out, is balance. Move, and then look at the next card is hurtling in that direction. Balancing out career or your stability. versus facing anything that was upsetting or potentially not fighting for you. Learning how to release that situation and own your own stance and continue to rush towards that direction, Sagittarius. That's what I've got for you. You might have had to put down a situation that was disturbing your peace of mind or the love offer you really wanted to be committed with. You might have had to put it down, not let it be feeling like a burden, and work on this, on the victories or the moves ahead that you're going to make. Could have been a Scorpio for some of you. Maybe if it was a fire sign, Aries. I got Aries, Leo, Gem. I got so much energy on this table. It's too much energy here. All right, let's go to the next sign. All right, that's what I got for Sagittarius. Let's keep going. Sagittarius. Yeah, my energy's all on the floor. I'm gonna pick up the cards in a second. Yeah, I got a Boston accent. I know. I try not to use it all the time. Usually half the time I don't even recognize I'm doing it. We got them all. Got them all. All right. Here we go. Sagittarius is done. Leo. Leo, what do you got going on? Good luck with the teaching career. Good luck. Here we go. Uh-oh, Leo, I saw 3 cards. I saw the King of Cups reversed. Holy hell, I got 2 storylines that quick. I got the Magician, and I saw something else pertaining towards love. So either you guys are not focusing that much on love, and you know what happens when that happens? When you stop focusing on love, what happens? It comes towards you. It's usually the case. How many of you don't have to answer. If you answer, you answer. I may look at it, I may not. But how many of you have literally been like, no, I'm just going to do what I got to do. And then that's when it shows up. Those were the cards I was seeing. That could be the outcome. The only other storyline I was seeing is some of you maybe working or focusing on yourself and doing things that you love and not wanting to deal with like a love manipulator or the manipulation around something you care for or care about. Keeping things clean, the energy around you clean. Here we go. Let's go. I don't know, but that's what I'm getting on you. Here we go. 3 cards, and I didn't even drop them. Here we go. Hey, that could pertain to a child, maybe a young child before the age of 14. Felt like 11, 13. Some of you could feel that way. Here we go. Leo. What's the energy around Leo? Some of you are trying to put down burdens and focus on work. Put down these burdens and focus on work. Hold on. What do we got? Wow, you got a lot. And I'm going to start. This came out. This came flying out after I said that. I feel like these have to be addressed because I kept seeing them as they shuffled. These 2. I feel like your energy right now is communicating or being very creative or focusing on basically being very goal-oriented right now, Leo. I feel like that's what you're doing. Some of you know that you have no decision but to do that. Like that, this is the best outcome for you. Leo, I feel like you know that's the best outcome for you. And if you said, no, it's not that. Others of you could be focusing on communication and wondering if it's trustworthy. So if you get brand new communication or you start over again, whatever that is, you're going to have to make a decision if you can trust it and if you should honestly communicate with it. It does. Is it new? Is it new? I'm going to say for some of you, it could be new, and others of you, it could be old communication. So some of you, it's like the Page of Rods can be all about learning. Some of you, did you learn enough from the past to the point where now when you look at it, you know to cut it off or not revisit it? And who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? I'm talking to Leo. Cut it out or not revisit it. I do feel like it's new. That's celebrations. You might have given a lot of thought to this, or new love could be coming. Could become Your days could be numbered. I'm good. I'm going to tell you something. And it doesn't seem like it's that old party. I don't feel like it's that. Some of you, Queen of Rods, there you are. I don't think you expected this. I don't think you, this is a, I don't think you saw this coming reading. Not literally coming, but you know what I'm saying. Here we go. And don't get your mind in the gutter. I seen some of my last comments. They're like, oh my God, I was thinking this way. But let me tell you something. I feel like this is something you didn't see coming. Arriving. Maybe you weren't focused on it. You might have been too busy on like trying to handle other situations. The Chariot and Balance. I feel like you were just working or so I just feel like you were maybe you were working a lot and there was the option was always available. It was just you didn't see it or you weren't paying attention to it kind of energy. It wasn't something I think was I feel like it's been around you or it's going to show up around you. It's one of the two. Hold on. Something else for Leo. And emotionally, I think you were just you might be trying to get a lot done. Or you may be trying to get a lot done from now till October, whatever that's about. And emotionally, when it came to building towards, I'm going to say either a love or a relationship, I don't think that was the thing that was weighing you down or making you feel like I have to move towards that. I feel like you weren't overclocking or shadowing the victory. I think you were working on yourself. But I think while you're doing that, boom. And I'm telling you, it doesn't feel like an old, like a last person. It does not feel like that. Some of you have just been working on stability or structuring and learning for the home life. Whether you're single with no kids or have kids, I feel like you probably do have children. And it feels like it's a mom doing this. That Judgment card, the stability, and the Queen of Swords, and there's a woman here. I feel like it's a mom that's been doing that, holding the rank. You have a lot of clarify that. You may get communication. So some of you either wondered why they haven't come and reached out, or that's how they feel about you. It does look like that's how they feel about you. Some of you, they think you moved on or you just don't care, or that's how you view them. Okay, emotionally. I just get like you're not going to invest in things that didn't work out. I'm going to tell you something. When it comes to the past, I feel like you're not going to have any excitement or invest in them now, Leo. You're like, no, it's dead and gone. It's behind me. You know, something. It's like, I feel like you're rock solid with knowing that, you know, if it was a new cut, if it was new, I think you would entertain it. But if it's old, it's left behind you. If it's old, it's gone. It's behind. It's done. It's finito. It's finished. Are you aware of it? Look at this. Some of you, this makes sense to me. Some of you don't see this coming. I feel like secretly this right here, you don't see the new celebrations because you're too steadily at work. You may be not looking out at the world towards love right now. Some of you, this ain't going to be everybody's reading. I'm good. You came out. We're done with your reading. But you're in reverse. 8 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and you, all in the reverse. I feel like that's you not really focusing on that or being stuck, double stuck energy, stuck on it, emotionally putting it to retirement, accepting the building of new fun relationships, heading in that direction. That's what I got for Leo. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Do the next sign in just a minute. Aries next. Let's put you up on the board. Here we go. What's the energy around Aries? What's the energy around Aries? Aries could be getting out more or knowing that I feel like Aries is getting out more. I feel like this has been a theme on your mind. You could be getting out more somebody's looking for the right investment when they get out. What? Getting out, like something new to play with or career related. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What's here for the zodiac sign of Aries? Hold on, Aries. My coffee's sweating down here. Use my handy dandy paper towel. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Aries. The energy around them. What's going on? You're knowing something about getting strong with the decisions or opening up communications. Some of you, it's about making the right decisions or taking the right risks. Some of you, this is something you need to focus on right now. I feel like this goes towards the world and towards opening up towards love and getting the balance. Some of you, it's getting the balance towards building toward career and love. You're straight up career and love right off the bat. I don't feel like I get something weird about you imagine having both or you want both, but you're not letting both in. You're favoring one is what I'm getting on you. Somehow you're favoring one over the other when you need to move in the direction. Some of you, it's favoring work over love or the committed next situations that make you happy. Hope it's not about anxiety or feeling like emotionally it's going to come in, you're going to enjoy it, and then it's going to go out, and then you're going to end up running away from it, or it runs away from you, whatever that is. Give me something else for Aries. I'm going to give them to you. They don't want to go back in. I caught them in my hand. What do we got? Go to the bottom. Go. It's back and forth. Runner, chaser energy. I'm so on the runner, chaser energy. Running towards it. Ten of Swords it being too much. The Queen of Swords not wanting to deal with it or cutting it out. The Eight of Wands rushing towards it, moving towards it, it coming towards you, you going towards it. Runner, chaser energy all day. So this is so back and forth, it's ridiculous. So either there's going to be somebody you deal with that likes that, or you're the person that likes that. And somebody's got to be honest about what they want to do and precise and move in that direction. That gets them balanced. The Magician and the Chariot. The Magician and the Chariot's going to get somebody out of that runner chaser. It's like a funk that's keeping them stuck when they know they should be building. Some of you, you're working more than you're focusing on the love scene. Now, if you're a cross watcher, it could be the opposite. You could feel that they put more effort into work than the love for you. Others of you, the person around you just may view you like you don't trust love or know how to go towards that an old situation. They may feel like they can't trust, like there's no trust, completely no trust. It's very runner chaser. This is very runner chaser energy reading. Something about that's somebody not trusting a situation at all. Now, whether it's you it pertains to and you give this thought, or it's the other party, it's too back and forth. And that's probably why you may focus more on stability than you're too focused on career, structuring a new idea versus love is what this tells me, or the commitment of a past situation. And there's a lot of either fear or trust in the past situation to go towards it is what this says. It's what I'm seeing. You showed up. You showed up. Okay. You showed up and you're upright. So on each end, I feel like you're putting in a lot of work or decisive. I feel like you're trying to figure out the next great move. What's next for me? What's the next excitement in my life? What's going to make me feel truly and emotionally committed and happy? Either you're supposed to focus on that's what you need to focus on now, or that's the message that I might have overlooked, something like that. Here we go. Because right now, it doesn't look like rushing towards excitement has been something that's been on the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's been on the plank on the boat where you got the sword in your back and you have no choice but to leap off, and you leaping into the water, but the water's going to invest you into like all these different angles or places, maybe career related versus love related. Some of you are going to start releasing judgments or things that are emotionally bothering you, or that's where to start. The Eight of Swords and the Star. I feel like mentally you're not wanting to revisit past things that upset you. And this is what you're going to start working on, or already have recognized I need to work on, and I need to get my patience on with this because I know that's the right motivation movement for myself. You know, I feel like you're more than aware of this. Um, anything else for the zodiac sign of Aries? Yes, I almost pulled it. It jumped out. Transformation, baby. You're learning how to transform. You're learning what you. A lot of you are identifying on the things emotionally that bothered you, or you're learning how to accept them so you can do what? So you can move on. And what, you know something? There are things that happen, and sometimes we don't express how we feel, or we don't tell the world everything. Sometimes when you do that, what does it hold you back on? Not only loving yourself, but finding somebody to trust and love. That's your reading. I feel like a lot of you are going through the, basically you're going through the motions of that, or that might be what you need to open your heart up and fight for. And more fire energy came out for the zodiac sign of Aries. There you go. Here we go. All right. I don't know. Your readings have been like, wow, Aries. Like, there's a storyline in your readings. If this keeps going, I won't have any Aries followers. But hey, I like the readings that feel so real, that, and it's like the ones that you have a hard time believing. I understand that energy too well. That's why I like those readings. Here we go. Next zodiac sign. Who are we going to do next? Let me look at the comments. So who wrote a comment up in there? Let's see if anybody wrote a comment. All right, so we did, what did we do? Earth and fire. Who's going to be next? While you guys write it, I'm going to get up. I'm going to have a cigarette. Yeah. All right. Who we going to do next? I think I saw air first. Libra's up. Libra's up. I wasn't going to do water last, but I guess water's last today. Sorry, water signs. I guess you're last today. Libra, you're going to be up in just a minute. Libra. The energy around Libra. The energy around Libra. Just a minute. I'm going to enjoy my cigarette and then we'll go. I hope everybody's having a good day that watches this now or later, or continues to have a good rest of the day. I hope you do. Here we go. Oh, you know what? We're not going to... We're going to go with Gemini. We're going to start with Gemini, because I did say we were starting backwards, but now we're going to go forwards. We'll start with Gemini. We'll get Gemini done. Then we'll do Libra and Aquarius. I saw somebody wrote Aquarius in the chat, and I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't I just say that I might go forward next? I think that's what we're going to do. What's here for Gemini? Give you guys some shuffles while I finish the cigarette. What's the energy around the zodiac sign of Gemini? Some of you Geminis are going to learn to trust what has to be let go of. Learning to trust what needs to be let go of. It could be a water or an air sign, by the way, with what the cards show. Gemini. See what we get for you. the energy around you? Gemini. I'll give them to you. They don't want to go back in. We start like that. Truth and clarity. So a lot of you are going to get a lot of truth and clarity with, I feel like it's your words or your wisdom. I have to say, emotional wisdom. Oh my God, words and wisdom all day long. These four first cards that fell out is beautiful. Gemini, there's going to be some kind of, if you've ever been that person that hides your emotions or is really like stone cold with your emotions, you're going to start opening up to your emotions. It's going to incentivize. I get this like incentivize you energy. It's also going to make you come very correct at the table. It's going to make you look like the winner or I get go-getter energy on Gemini. Somebody out there needs to hear you're gonna, if you start really focusing on things if you go upscale with something, whether it's projects, relationships, or around family, I feel like it's entangled, all of it. You have the chance to come out ahead, or you're supposed to continue to work on that and trust it. Some of you, it's been hard to have the patience for it. Some of you are more than aware reconciliation is not on the table. And the world, I feel like the world is at your leisure right now. Oh my God, other side of the deck. I'm done. Your reading's awesome. I feel like the world is at your leisure or your disposal. You have like I get this. I have like a you can't touch me attitude without wanting to say it or feel it kind of energy around you. Some of you are waiting for the explosion of new love to arrive or show up. What? But also, around the work, you look. Some of you look like a workhorse, or around career. They're wondering why things work out in your favor. I'm done. It's around career. Somebody's wondering why you get the victories, or I feel like something's rushing ahead, or you're going to start rushing ahead into better career situations, or just a lot more clear understanding of not only. Some of you are going to get more. I'm going to tell you, I feel like some of you are very psychic right now. Some of you Geminis are extremely psychic. Clarify anything you can for Gemini. I have to say what I'm feeling. Some of you guys, I don't feel like some of you could have been the pain of a relationship that helped propel you in that psyche, but I feel like it's the career and it's a situation around home. I feel like you focus a lot on career and home, and the other part of you is on spirituality. Like if there were 3 directions, those are your directions right now. Career looks like it's going to be good for you. At some point throughout this year, if it hasn't already started, I'm done. One shuffle career, it's either going to change for the better, or some of you are trying to figure out which direction to go towards, trying to about balancing. Do I cut out this decision? Do I feel confident here? And it does feel like with the foundation or career, you're trying to figure out if you want to work with it or if it's too much, is what it shows me. Anything else? Gemini. Why? You're all about you have the muscle. I'm going to tell you, you have the muscle with career and family. I'm done. Your reading's too freaking easy. And I think you've went down this road for a long, long time. And it does feel like you've been doing this on your own. Some of you are wanting to have connections in love or see love blossom as well. If you try to say, no, I'm not worried about love, I'm going to tell you something. You think about it all the time. This tells me you think about it all the time. That's what that tells me. Here we go. You couldn't tell me you don't think about it. That's like fantasying the next fun, let's turn the lights out or let's have the lights on energy. Even though it's in the reverse, some of you, it's more of, I get this anticipation. It's like I'm anticipating the next thing that I move towards, even if I haven't seen it build or show up. Something like that. Give me something else for Gemini. But as far as career goes, it looks good. The decisions you work towards are just going to give you, I feel like you're going to make the right call at the right time when it comes to work and career. Some of you may be on the phone a lot more as well, or have to be. Watch out for being pulled in too many directions too, or fighting too many other people's battles. I feel like that's not something you're supposed to tolerate or deal with. Just keep that in the back of your mind too. Um, the only other message I see for you with the 10 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, stay out of your head, the 5 of the competition card, the 5 of Swords, and the Page of Rods, you may not communicate that well either with an earth, fire, air sign, whatever sign it is. You're recognizing something needs to be escaped from or released completely or not given any focus on, keeping you feeling stuck, not letting it keep you feeling stuck or attached to it. You have I need to focus on the things that come in versus the things that come in and use me. Some of you are going to be focusing on, I'm not going to allow the things to use me around me. I want new celebrations and to work on that. These will be I'm going to say it. I feel like these are going to be the future investments you start marching towards or trying to get balance with. I don't feel like you want to fight or worry about lack of community. You have something where there's something in the past that emotionally it can't be revisited. I get this. I can't revisit it, or I have to move away from it type of energy. Look at this. I have to say goodbye, or I have to make sure it's at a distance completely, not work towards it, not trust it. Emotionally, I'm not even, it doesn't entertain you. It's not like a fun, loving, entertaining relationship. Whoever this is for, that's a Gemini. It could definitely be air sign, fire sign, air sign. Those are like the strong energies. And I just feel like when it comes to the celebration, it's either coming in, there could be a fire sign, air sign coming towards you slowly in the future. Or it could be you cutting out one of the two, an air or a fire sign, something like that for Gemini. Your career looks good. You look pretty focused spiritually. I feel like you're focused or tapped in very spiritually. And I just hope you're recognizing it when it happens. Because I feel like that's been something that's been showing up for you a lot. And I'm going to tell you the secret I feel when I read you guys that I don't say out loud. When I've been reading Gemini, what I've been feeling around you isn't just it isn't just like I feel like you're being psychic around situations, but you're keeping it to yourself more than pushing it outward. Getting the chance to see it more for yourself. I just hope you're catching what you're doing while it's happening. It doesn't feel like it's being shoveled outward as much as it's being drawn to you and produced out of you. I don't know, but I've been feeling that for a while on Gemini. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I never switched it. I never switched the, damn it. That was Libra, guys. Shit. I never switched the thing, didn't I? I left it on Libra. Sorry, guys. If you watch this, this is now Libra. That was Gemini. Damn, I don't think I switched it. Let me turn this off. It's burning me up in here. Here we go. I can't do that. We got to shuffle more than that. What's here for Libra? All right. What's here for Libra? Libra. Here we go. Libra. You showed up first. You first, but some of you feel like there's something that's blocking your communication or your stability. What? It feels like it's. I'm going to tell you. It feels like whatever's blocked. I feel like you've been facing roadblocks or going towards new directions. Some of you, it's what is getting in the way of what I have to offer emotionally. Let's keep going. Others of you, if it's not something's been getting in the way, it's finding the way with stability lately. Maybe finding a new career or working towards it. I'm going to tell you, putting in the work towards it, trying to rush towards it, fighting for it, maybe even. Here you are again. I feel like that's you knowing that you have no choice but to fight for the situation. Some of you, it's like it needs to change. The foundation needs to change. Anything else for Libra? Show me something else for Libra. What is that about? Show me, clarify that one in reverse. Show me, Libra. I feel like this is a single Libra's read. And if you move towards love, it's going to be new love. Or if you were to entertain love, it's not old. The love is reversed. The Three of Swords is reversed. The Sun is upright in the Knight of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Libra, what's going on? You move. I feel like you already made this decision, and I dropped that on the King of Swords, being precise about knowing what you're going to go after. I feel like you don't have patience to build with something that has already crashed. There's a crash energy. Some of you, it's a relationship that you lost the patience with. The communication just didn't come around, or it was never fixed, or it's a career setting that crashed. Something crashed, and a lot of you, it's career and relationship. I feel like Libra dealt with both. I feel like you dealt with both. And I think this weighs on the mind a lot. I'm going to tell you, I feel like it weighs on the mind a lot, or I get like I'm sick of it energy. Here we go. You're trying to move away from it. I feel like this is the message. You're trying to move away from it, or trying to, I'm going to say, reestablish something, or start a new brand, or work towards figuring out how to make something last and not getting something. I feel like you're looking for something to last longer, or not having to worry about something falling apart. What? Clarify that one. Some of you could be in a position where I just feel like if I get this weird reading where it's like I get so far and then I got to rebuild, I got to start over. The Queen of Swords, like feeling like you get dragged down, drowned kind of energy, something like that, and you don't want it to emotionally burden you. When it comes, this could be around love and career, and I feel like some of you are like, damn this. I get this this damn it all to hell energy on you, and not wanting to be emotionally bothered by it or stressed out by it, but it weighs on your mind a lot. I feel like a lot of you are going to focus on what do I build towards that's going to work for me. You're getting them. I'm going to give them all to you. So some of you may have seen an old relationship finally move on. Somebody may have seen that. You may have either finally moved on from an old relationship, or the old relationship finally moved on from you. Whatever this is, I feel like it's not something that is I feel like that's the lesser counterpart of a problem. The Emperor with the Ace of Cups, that's not the energy I'm seeing be the problem. And I think you're aware of it. Clarify those two, and we got the 3. Put the 3 right there. What do we got? 2 came flying out. And the aware of it cards on the bottom. You're aware of it, and you're not going to be emotionally disturbed at this time. You also could have, some of you feel like I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson with situations. I need to focus on more celebrations. Some of you are going to get out more, or already started to do this, whatever that's about. The High Priestess and the 4 of Cups reversed. I don't feel like you've wanted to put your time or invest in anything that is emotionally discerning or bothersome, Libra. I feel like you're definitely aware of it. You're saying no to that. You're like, no, mentally, you don't want that. A lot of you could be focused on home or balancing home and money out. Something about home and money and getting tired of getting pushed aside. You have this pushed aside energy trying to escape. I get escape on that card. I need to escape it. I know I'm strong enough to do it. I'm not going to let shit keep me stuck, and I'm stubbornly going to fight for it. It feels like it's with things you invest in the world. That's what I've got on Libra. This is a different kind of a reading, but this is what I'm getting. Some of you are just saying, some of you are trying to reinvent a creative solution and walk away from anything that gets in the way of your contentment, your happiness right now. Others of you could have been feeling emotionally pulled back and forth with your energy or your time, or being somebody receptively responding to you emotionally. Like one person, you may have dealt with somebody that just was closed off emotionally, and I don't think that's the focus. I think your focus is on, you had a lot of restructured energy, things that make you feel like there's a problem. It's trying to make it so there's a solution for the problem indefinitely. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. Here we go. Let's keep going. All right. Aquarius. Oops. Welcome in, everybody. Here we go. There you are, Aquarius. Did you deal with a Libra or a Gemini? I saw you. I saw, I don't know if it was the King of Swords. I got the Queen of Swords. Which, did you deal with the Gemini? Because I saw, it was the Libra card. I saw the balance card and you. All air energy. So you're either trying to not feel indecisive about what's going to work and what's not right now, or you may have dealt with an air sign. Air sign, water sign so far. This is for some of you, not all of you. That's what I'm getting so far with what the tarot is showing me. Let's see what else we got. Air sign, water sign. It could be you, but it may be an earth sign. Could have been a Libra. You might get every card on the table. Whatever sign it was, air sign, fire sign. Definitely could have been air or fire too. Earth. Some of you guys are recognizing that I'm only going to put attention towards balance. That's what the top says. Balance, complete balance. Balance, complete balance. Say it again. I don't feel like you want to stress of the celebrations ahead or worry about things that feel too much to worry about. Clarify those two in a minute. I'm going to give you this. And I'm going to put that down. Could be a Virgo you dealt with. Hold on. Clarify those two. We'll go to... You have every sign here. Every sign. I feel like you're expanding something. Maybe it could be your imagination or learning how to play with your imagination more. Give me something else. Why is the moon underneath the creative card? I feel like you're in expansion mode. Hold on. This is reversed. You're trying to stay balanced, and expansion and learning. You guys are trying to expand and learn. Some of you, it's with career and producing more financials. Some of you, it's career or health. But you have the Hermit. I have the Hermit here, and I think you're trying to release anything that feels like it's not worth the investment. Something about knowing that's probably the best outcome. I just get you don't want to be bothered by it. You said goodbye. Or either somebody could feel that way about you, or you know that was the right decision to put a stop to the communication. I'm done. Double communication. Some of you, it's a fire air sign. That it was like, I can't, fire, air, or water sign, I cannot communicate or emotionally invest in them. It's a definite no. You've been thinking about this for a while, or emotionally you feel like they look away when you, I'm going to say it, from you. Is something could be emotionally off, I'm going to say off balance, and you got the hangman, and you got the hangman upright. The hangman is about trying to find how to get the balance. And I feel like you're focused on balance, but something may feel like it's not showing up or opening up towards you. Why? It may look at you like you don't have time for it, or you're too busy, whatever that's about. Who is this? Who is this? Let's find out. You. It's you. I feel like you've recognized, I can't build with it. I don't want to work at it. I don't. If it was like a person or a situation that broke down, definitely feels like it's a situation that broke down in the past. You're not playing with it. I feel like you won't play with it. You'll say no to the victory with it, or you had no choice to say no, make the decision. I feel like you're looking away and you're trusting your thoughts and being very your dreams may be taken off. I feel like somebody's getting a lot of insight why they dream. Also, you may become more productive in the world, or see yourself going out more, or being invited to more events, even if you didn't think that was the option or going to show up. I feel like you'll have the option to go out more. Maybe it's, if you are connected, it could be with somebody you're connected with. The Ace of Pentacles, I do feel like you may work more than you focus on love, and that's the change in a commitment that needs to change. Others of you, it's saying goodbye to things that made you feel like it was like, what do I do here? Can I trust it? And every time you felt like you could trust it or you wanted to play with it, you just knew you had to move on. I'm done. Ooh, that was creepy. I feel like you're building on trusting yourself and releasing that, and your stability is imperative at this time. Wow. I feel like enough is what your reading is. And you don't want to be blindfolded or put into situations. And I'm going to tell you that feel like dead ends. I feel like dead ends. I feel like you've discovered this. Ooh, your reading kind of freaked me out because it was like I knew what was going on, and it was too easy. Like it normally doesn't when that happens, but it was like, gotcha. All right, here we go. Next sign. Oh my Lord, that's what I see for you. A lot of you are going to really start to I feel like a lot of you are going to be outside more. Maybe the weather's where you live, the weather's changing, or doing something outside. Wanting to be outside. It might not be far away. Some of you it could be, but I don't feel like a far energy on you. But I feel like you getting out more, or knowing that's something you should focus on outside of work so much. Maybe with the partner, if you're single, just doing it for yourself and enjoying it. I don't know. I'm getting that on you. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. Next zodiac sign. Cancer. Cancer is next. What do we got for Cancer? The first card I saw for Cancer was the Hermit. Some of you are doing inner work right now, focusing on inner work. Wow, the way the cards, like, I had to do that to get them to shuffle in. Taking your time. I'm going to say some of you are taking your time with inner work. Straight up. We're going to give you more shuffles than that. That's what you're working on. Could be holding back too. Get this holding back from building. Something about holding back from building or moving towards building. Whether it's a relationship. Oh, the Hermit's back. Emotionally not. I get this. I'm not going to worry about the fun in relationships as much as I'm going to work on the investments I can attain. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see for Cancer. Show me something else. Structuring, well, I got to put this one first. Cutting out anything that feels like it's kept you stuck or needs to be decisively cut out of your system, or the energy around you. Straight up, the energy around you. Anything that's kept you stuck, you're not going to let it stress you out or keep you like that. You're like, nope, I'm not going to let things have power over me. I'm not going to obsess over anything because I am the teacher. I am learning. I am fighting. I feel like you're fighting for balance, and you're doing it with a lot of strength. Some of you, it's strength, or it's trying to overcome, knowing it's the best thing to work on at this time. Some of you, it's almost like if you had to make a decision, this is a person. Thank you for the membership thing. No, I didn't skip Gemini, but I forgot to put the sign on the board, so I'll have to figure that out. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Some of you have a strong focus, Cancer, on not only opening up your imagination, but when it comes to feeling like, I'm going to say it, whether it's indecisive or unaware of at times, you're not trying to lie about the things that make you happy or that need to be focused on. Some of you may not want to have to focus on, I get like things that have already happened type energy. Like, I'm not going to focus on that. I've made this decision and that's what I'm going to work on. I feel like you're not wanting to have to focus on things like this that just didn't arrive, didn't show up. You're not really worried about the communication. You're standing in your power. I feel like you're standing in your power, and a lot of your power is trying to get balance and manifest more. Some of you, it's manifesting more money, working harder, finding another. I feel like working harder, finding another solution to a career or another angle. Hold on, what else is here? Okay, some of you could be building a slow connection, whatever that's about. Some of you guys could be building a slow connection, maybe around work or business. One could show up. I feel like it's around work or business. Somebody could like you or you could like them. Nobody's talking. I feel like that's not love saying I hate you. I feel like that's emotionally. Nobody's taking the leap. I feel like somebody's not taking, because I dropped it on the Fool card. Somebody's not opening up their heart about it. Let's ask, will they? Yeah, maybe. Hold on. One more. It's got to jump. Yes, somebody may open up or ask the questions, or somebody's knowing that's what may need to move. It's like I'm chilling energy. I feel like you're chilling, or you've just been chilling. Some of you, I get weird energy. Some of you are hanging out with new people. Others of you ain't hanging out with nobody. So get out, because if you were to get out, you may just walk into the right thing. I do feel like you're also trying to focus on career. But so it's like love's on the table, and it could slowly start building. But I also feel like career's like a huge incentivized transition. And I also feel like you're walking away from any communication that you've discovered has to go, or that bothers you. Take anything that you feel like needs to be cut out from the past. I think you're identifying that and you're accepting the endings. You're not going to let it emotionally drain you. I think you're starting to look ahead, not only in love, but for stability, Cancer. I like your reading. It feels like you're really trying to let things come as they come. Take them for what they are. And I feel like if you are entertaining somebody, isn't speaking about, somebody's not asking the question, is what I'm getting. If you're dealing with somebody, somebody's not popping, like asking enough, or it's good. I feel like somebody does. It may be you. The card showed me it potentially could be you that speaks up. Some of you that could, I have to say what the card showed me. Some of you that could have been past tense energy where you spoke up. to the situation. If you did, I get this weird thing where they may have not opened up. But if it's brand new energy, I feel like somebody's gonna need to make the transition, make the move. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Others of you, if you're single, it's more or less get outside, get out there, put yourself out there in those situations. And some of you, the only thing that might have been a halt for that for Cancer is your stability, putting that in front of situations. All right, let's go to the next zodiac sign. All right, Cancer is done. Here we go. Cancer. Let's go to Scorpio. Scorpio in just a second. Here we go. Scorpio. Let's hear for Scorpio. You keep showing up with love and the thinking game. So either you're thinking about love, clarify the Empress upright. So 1 minute you may think about love situations, or some of you could be revisiting the past, then respecting yourself and not mentally wanting to be feeling any mental games or challenges with the past events in your life, Scorpio. Whether definitely could have been a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, a lot of air energy, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that you may have dealt with. What else is here? Clarify these two. Came flying out. That one landed on him. You're going to start really moving towards connecting on a higher level or focusing on your spiritualism. You could also find yourself wanting to move towards things that make you feel like it doesn't put any focus on the past love situations. Let me show you what I have before those. The Moon and the High Priestess. Not only does it look like you're going to get more aware of what you need to, or you could be closing the thought processes that you open up and close the door on, and you might have been doing that for a while, and now you're not doing that. I feel like you're moving towards like a higher wisdom, spark of interest, secretly discovering this too. Your manifestations are probably extremely powerful. Your thoughts are probably in sync more than you recognize, so that's why you keep cutting out the thoughts that don't need to be in the head. Something like that. Let's go. Scorpio. If this some of you, if you dealt with an air, fire, water sign, there's no communication. There's no communication with the person. You're not communicating with them. So if you're single, could have been an air, fire, water sign. I feel like you're putting the work in yourself and you're acknowledging you don't want to be stuck in situations or deal with battles. Others of you could find yourself taking a risk on going out more. I feel like you do. I feel like some of you take a risk on going out more, or the secret of my message is you need to find the victory. You need to get out there, put yourself in that element kind of energy for you. I feel like somebody needs to hear that. If you're single and you want a victory, the only way that's going to change is if you go out and you fight for that. If you're not doing nothing, you're going to stay where you are, and I don't feel like with the Ten of Swords, that's where you want to be. I feel like you've already learned how to move on from that. And I feel like what you're moving towards is kind of boss energy. I feel boss energy with the King of Pentacles and the Chariot, or wanting to lead by example, but also knowing you need to remind yourself of your own fun and excitement that's worthy. And don't stress over things that may be out of your control. A lot of you could be doing that and focusing on your stability or your health. Stability and health is like for the next maybe from now to September. I'm going to say I'm going to say the next 5-6 months. I don't know. Here we go. Others of you could be trying to make a decision on business investments or love situations. What's going to bring me happiness? Should I approach it? Am I making the right judgment? You have a lot of questions. I need a questionnaire almost like a check mark, like my checks and balances energy. What's going to work? What's not going to work? What's going to be emotionally reinventing? What's going to keep me stuck or exposed or slow down my process? The Hierophant. I feel like you're aware, and you're going to start building towards the world or new experiences, career, health, and making decisions if you are together with somebody. Some of you, it's a, do I stick around or do I put it behind me? Does it run with me or does it get cut out type energy? Emotionally, you're gonna figure out what to do. It's a matter of time. Something about it's gonna be a matter of time, and that'll be the solution or the outcome. Anything else? If it's been something, if you've been carrying more weight than solution, I feel like you put that down or you stop trying it because it doesn't feel like it's fair, and you start to realize these aren't my battles. It's kind of not making me emotionally happy or attached. The sex may have been good, but emotionally I'm drained, or it isn't picking up its feet, and I want to get away from it because I want to go in a direction, and this person's not following what I'm emotionally receptive to or what I like. That's why they may get cut out. This could be a relationship. Some of you may cut out a relationship that it goes back and forth with building. Others of you may know it's wise to make a decision on, I just feel like putting yourself in the right place for you. Either putting yourself in the right place. I get this weird, you're going to need to focus on being patient, happy, and putting yourself in the right place while you stay busy at work for the single energy. The death card, moving. I feel like somebody needs to hear that. Putting yourself in the right place. I don't feel like you've been fighting for that. And these are the decisions you have to commit to and become strong to so you can have the outcome of love. And that way, things of the past are finally gone. Sometimes we don't move into a direction that could be right in front of us because of the past or what we believe within the past. And it's not good to stay in the past in your mind. The past doesn't do anything for you. The past is the past is it's those are more or less lessons that we have to face, we have to own. And I feel like the minute that comes in, I feel like you try to make the decision and emotionally cut it out, emotionally not be bothered with it or let it rock you. I feel like you fight for yourself, Scorpio, and I feel like that's what you're going to get stronger doing. Some of you, it's knowing what to cut out, what not to build with, whether it's in love or working on yourself when it comes to going towards love. That whether you're single or together, that's what I'm seeing. All right, next. Pisces. Here we go. Pisces. Let's go. Of course, Pisces got to be last. You're always last. How did you get sucked into last? Next time I do these in random order, Pisces, I think we're going to start with water. Then we'll probably start with you. Here we go for Pisces. Pisces. What's going on for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Some of you just don't want to be trampled on. Whatever that's about. If you were trampled on, I think you've come to the acceptance to leave it behind. I get emotional, might have dealt with somebody that wasn't investing in you emotionally. Could have been a water, any sign, water, earth, fire sign, but really water, fire, earth is heavy on this. Might have had to make you feel grounded or make you think about if it was emotionally right to move, to build towards. I feel like the answer is no. I'm going to tell you, I feel like that answer was no. This does, I every time I read you, I feel like there's a relationship where you had to get a lot of self-respect because it was lust. The communication or the fun times or moving towards it was more like lust-based. This isn't going to be everybody's. This is going to be specific, I can tell. And this person probably burned you. I hope they didn't burn you in the private area. What I mean by that is they burned you by all they caused is if they didn't cause drama, they had a very conflicted attitude to what you could believe in or trust. And I feel like this is why it's been moved away from you, and it's no secret that you needed to do that. Either you needed to do that or accept the situation and not work with it. It was something was lying to you. You were being lied to. You have double lying energy on the table. What else is here? Could have been a fire sign, water sign, but it's over. It's over. It's behind you. I don't feel like it showed up for you, or it feels like it wasn't showing up. And I feel like this is how you started to manifest or see it for what it is, and knowing that you had to, walk away. Here we go. Put a stop to it. I think a lot of you are starting to work on yourself, or some of you could be buying new things for yourself, or wondering if you should. Go ahead. If you feel like you want to buy yourself something nice and you can afford it, do something nice for yourself. Don't second guess investing more in yourself right now. I think it's a great idea. The Six of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Some of you have to discover that this ending was the best thing for your emotional respect. It definitely could have been a water fire sign that was cut out, or cut you out, or you cut out, vice versa. It could have been a water, fire, or air sign. Whoever was cut out of this situation, this love department thing. I don't feel like you're supposed to worry about that. I feel like you're supposed to worry about your own unique excitements and the things that can come towards you. I feel like that's the message for you. What else is here? You just came jumping out. If this is going to resonate, you waited for a message but didn't get communication back from the person, is what that tells me. And it feels like a woman didn't get the communication from the man, or vice versa. It was thrown off balance. And somebody did stress about it, or mentally let it get to them. Somebody did mentally let them feel unbalanced for a little while. Might have been you. I do feel like it was you. I think you did. Until you recognize, what the hell? It's not fighting for me. It's not showing up for me. It's not paying me any attention. I have to let this go. I think you started to own the situation, saying, I need to go build somewhere else. This is too much. This is too chaotic. I need to create the judgments and trust the next best thing that can come towards me, the stability that produces my foundation and happiness. Air, water, fire sign, whoever that's for. It was off balance. And emotionally, you might have invested towards somebody that just hasn't grown up. That's what this tells me. And it made you have to pursue action, or recognize, or see the person for who they were. And I think you've emotionally accepted it. You have an emotional acceptance. I think you've emotionally accepted, and there's going to be new love that shows up. Eventually, it doesn't feel like it's straight away. I don't feel like it's like tomorrow, but I feel like you're starting to work in that direction, or recognizing that's the better value. Some of you had to emotionally accept a situation for what it was, so you could emotionally jump into the next happy situation down the road. I'm going to tell you, I feel that way. I also feel like you should be doing something nice for yourself right now. Spending your money on yourself and not worrying about the obsessions or holding on to the past that might have hurt you. That's the message I have for Pisces. It was every tarot card. I feel like sometimes it's better. It's good to want to have a new love situation arise or show up. But I do feel like somebody knows that a past situation, it isn't really worth the time, effort, or the focus of it. It's really spend a little bit of money on yourself. I feel that like you need to hear this one, and there's the Leo card. Who cares about the past, or the past being unbalanced? I feel like I'm supposed to give you a motivation message. Move on from the past. Don't obsess about it. Trust yourself. Go in that direction. What happened is dead and gone, or is behind you. You are stronger than you realize. Then I have the Tower, and you, the Queen of Pentacles. Even though you're not an earth sign, I feel like the motive here is focus on the structure and changes that are gonna show up. Don't let anything really put you in this mindset. Clearly, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or maybe Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, you may have dealt with. Don't let that get in the way. And I don't think you are. I don't think you are. I think you're starting to recognize it. You're starting to recognize it, and the stability of your own strengths and integrities, and accepting the change and adapting to better days. Because I think you said, you know something? This sword can bleed, but it won't bleed my blood anymore. I feel like that's what you've done. And you've said, if it doesn't want to fight for me, whatever sign it is, it doesn't want to show any interest with building, I can't get stuck here. I need to put the work on myself. That's what I have for Pisces. I want to say thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to like and subscribe. You all have a wonderful day. I am going to get out of here. Leo Fire is out. Be safe. Be the love and light. See you later. Goodbye.